Hey guys, this is Krishna coming back to you with a new video. What I want to cover today is keyframes. Maybe another name, maybe if you coming from a music background and you have used music making software, it would be called automation. So basically automate some transformation that you're doing on your footages, mostly videos. So I'm going to show you how we set it up here. So over here I just put up a couple footages here that they are really simple and they will let us work with the keyframes here. So with the keyframes we're going to be using the inspector, and went through some of the tools that you have here for the inspector in another video. So the keyframes are going to be those well, how you call it, like, is it lozenges? Basically that form of the triangle looking stuff here a little bit. So what we're gonna do is we need to set the first frame that basically gonna set the state of how we want the video to look at a certain point, and then we need to set the other keyframe that's gonna set the other state for how we want it to look after a certain lapse of time, or lapse of time will have passed. So over here, the first thing that we're gonna do, so we can go here. So you see, you have this keyframe here, this big one over here that relates to the transform. So if we hit that one, it's gonna automate, as we're gonna be making changes, it's gonna be changing all of the ones automatically over here if we come to changing that. But if we hit only one of the more specific ones over here, only that one is gonna be automated. So a lot of the time it's good to hit the big one. So what I'm going to do here, let's say that we wanted to have a fade out, so something that goes from over here, everything is clear, but now we're going into all black, fade to black kind of effect. So we will come here at the first frame, we will set the keyframe, and we're just gonna say over there that our keyframe has been enabled. And let me just command Z that and Control Z. So you're gonna see over here first you're not seeing anything, but when I press that, now you see those two small icons here that let you know that there is a keyframe that's been applied on this footage, and you see over here there is nothing. So we have set our first frame over here. Now we're gonna go to the very end where we want the frame to end. So let's say we will put it here, and over here we can say, we can actually put the frame already, right? And we can also say how we want the frame to look at that point. Okay, or you could just come here straight and just make the transformation that you want. So if I come back here, you see the difference now that is going from all clear to fade to black, right? And you see that we're not really all black over here, right? And that is because we only left it here at 534, right? So we're not already all black. So one thing we can do, we can push this to the very end, right, first, and then we can come here. Oh, actually, because my thing stay there, so I can actually come here, erase that just with delete, come at this one. Actually, we can move with this arrows over here. So let me go to the frame that I want, and over here I'm going to set it to all black. So now I know that it's really going to all black. So if I play this on this computer, I'm using the footages. Sometimes when I apply effects, then it start to chop. But on an M1 computer that an Apple computer that I have with an M1 chip, it does plays a little bit more with a little smoother, right? So if I play here, you're gonna see like it's gonna chop a little bit, but you get the drift. You're seeing is going to all black, right? So let me show you another example here with the second footage that we have. And let's say that this one we wanted to zoom a little bit over here in this area here. We have these people working, so right now it's looking fine, right? But what we want to do, we want to zoom in a little bit towards this area over here, right? So the way we're going to do it a little bit like the other one, we're going to come here at the very first on our first state, right? So on our first state, we're gonna set the zoom. So we're gonna set the keyframe of the automation, the first automation of the first keyframe. So we're gonna come here, but now instead of doing composite here and the opacity, we're gonna automate the transform tools that we have here, transform option. So I'm gonna come here, I'm gonna set this, where did you put it? No, put it in the wrong, oh, it's because I had this one selected. So let me just reset this one. So I need to select this one, and then I'm gonna press this, and our first keyframe has been set over here, right? So now I'm gonna come to where I want it to end. So let's say I want it over here. Actually, let's put it here a little bit to the middle here. And now what I'm gonna do, I can either make the changes over here directly, and you're gonna see that it's gonna apply it right away, or I can just use this over here. And over here, I might zoom out right now. So over here, let me see. I just want to zoom in quite a bit here, and maybe just put it like this, just slightly. Yeah, like this, right? So now, if I play this, actually, let me go back to fit. Let me remove this. You're gonna see now that it is zooming in. It is zooming in, right? So if I play this a little bit, I think it might chop a bit there, but you're seeing that it is zooming in. But one thing that you gotta notice over here is when I play it, it does stop a little bit abruptly, right? So you have a few ways of working on that. So if I come in, so now I don't need that anymore. And actually let me show you. So you see here when I play that, it's gonna update all the information, all the keyframes that needed to be updated here, all the data there. You see how it is updating. So that's just what I wanted to show you. And the other thing that I wanted to show you, let me do that, and let me come up here, select that. Let's put it a little bit closer here, right? Oh, actually, yeah. So like this. So now, and actually, let me go down like this. So now I have a little bit more data regarding the different key points that are happening here. So if I come here, actually, let me see. It's only one thing that is. I think it is two. Just give me 1 second. I don't know if I'm seeing everything here. It looks like I think that's everything. Okay, so all the key points are over here. So I have the zoom X, I have position X over here. Okay, so what I want to show you is over here we could come, and actually we could use some of the points here. So we could use ease in and ease out. So if I come here, and let's say that we want to ease in, so we want to ease into this point, so it's a little bit smoother. We're just gonna come here, use this, and you see you can actually finance it a little bit, right? It's like a curve if you use Photoshop before. And I'm just gonna come here as well. I'm gonna finance it, so it's gonna leave smoothly, and it's gonna come in a lot smoother instead of coming a lot. Let me just show you at the end here because it is chopping. So let me do it here from here. I don't know if you noticed there is a little bit of changes there. It's not as abrupt as it was before, where it was just stopping abruptly. So this is basically some of the tools that you have there if you want to have a little bit more control on that. And you can see here you can actually move this keyframe to where you want it to go, right? You have the possibility of doing that. So that's pretty much it. That's what I wanted to show you. That is, I mean, it's really powerful. It's really used a lot in video editing, those keyframes. So if you're new to that, just take a time to mess around a little bit with it, so you get accustomed to it. But that's pretty much all I wanted to show you guys, and I should be back fairly soon with another video on Davinci Resolve. Thank you guys, and talk to you soon. Okay, bye.